Starting out with a deli diner sensibility, Renee's spot, with its casual vibe, has grown from a little restaurant into a destination for locals and foodies. Serving up everything from savory French toast to matzo ball soup and slow-cooked short ribs, you'll find it all in Oakland at Grand Lake Kitchen.
Grand Lake Kitchen is energetic and fun and warm. We are very fortunate to be a part of this neighborhood. We are so lucky to have beautiful Lake Merritt right in front of our front door. My name is May Cito-Wazam, and I'm the owner of Grand Lake Kitchen in Oakland. When we first started out, Grand Lake Kitchen was just a dining counter, and we quickly outgrew that. At first, we're just known for our brunch, but we've also gotten very busy for dinner as well. The vibe at night is a lot more relaxing than it can be when there are long waits during brunch, but there's still energy, and it's a fun time to be here. The chef is David Wazam, my husband. He likes to cook food that he likes to eat. He likes to make everything approachable. He mixes classics with local produce as well as nostalgic favorites from his Midwestern roots, adding a little bit of deli, a little bit of what's fresh. David loves pickles. It's a part of his childhood, and we actually have tried pickling just about everything. I'm really proud of our wine list. We've got lots of natural wines, sparkling wine, rosé, chilled red wines as well for the summer. We've got 2 boozy slushies at all times, and I think that it's always weather for boozy slushies. We like to think of ourselves as a gathering space where the food is excellent, but also the service is very important to David and me as well.
All right, Renee, you've seen this restaurant through its evolution, haven't you?
Pretty much from day one. They opened it and I saw they had sandwiches, maybe a tuna mac. I went in, tried it out, and it was incredible. I can describe everything and you would say, what isn't a turkey sandwich, okay? Right. But then you take a bite of this turkey sandwich and you will find that every single flavor is just exquisite.
Well, the chefs and the owners came from Park Tavern and Delfina, so they have a good background in terms of...
All right, well, then it makes sense. Right. The flavors just come together. Everything is fresh. Everything is rich. The breads are just perfect. It's
Acme bread.
Now there you go.
I loved it. It has sort of a European cafe flair to it, but it's kind of an eclectic menu. I had the coleslaw, I had a burger.
I love a good burger.
It was a great burger. So it had sauteed mushrooms and sauteed onions and blue cheese on an Acme bun. Didn't need any condiments whatsoever because it was so juicy, just dripping with good flavor.
That's what you need in a burger.
Absolutely.
Yes. We shared a sandwich, so we had the salmon sandwich with the capers on top, and then the egg salad sandwich with the crispy chicken skin on top.
That's their signature dish.
The best egg salad sandwich ever. The best. I mean, I didn't know that could be that delicious. The crispy skin, it was just a little bit sprinkled on top, but just enough to give it that crunch on top of the eggs and just delicious. And then we had an appetizer of bone marrow.
Wow.
And I've never had bone marrow
Way
before.
To go.
Yeah.
And I wanted to always try it, and it was buttery, garlicky, and just really flavorful. It tastes like I was eating just spoonful of garlic flavored butter, just delicious.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So you are now a bone marrow fan.
I am a huge bone marrow fan. I just was scraping what was left of it.
You can't get something that is bad. You can't get anything wrong in there, okay?
Right.
It's virtually impossible.
So what did you have?
For starters, we ordered the fried vegetables. So I take the bite of the first one and it was like, whoa. What's in this?
Yeah.
This is really good. Okay, the acidic flavor covering a very light batter and just crispy enough to just hold all the flavors. So needless to say, we finished that basket, okay? And,
when we walked in, they gave us a little dish of pickles and cauliflower that were pickled, and they were
Delicious.
yeah, that's their signature. You get that as soon as you get in.
they were amazing. I loved them.
Somebody came up with a great idea of frying that, and it was like, everything tastes better fried, okay? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But this time we tried the short rib. God, well, let me just say that after that, I kept thinking of the short rib for about 3 days afterwards, okay? I kept asking people, do you want to go to Grand Lake? Do you want to go to Grand Lake? It was like, okay, we got to go back to Grand Lake. The short rib came in a small bone, but it came falling off the bone.
Wow.
Okay?
As a short-ribbed should do.
Exactly, thank you. And then when you put it in your mouth, what is it supposed to do?
Melt.
Yes. And it was also served with a little wedge of potato gratin. Amazing.
Amazing. And the matzo ball soup.
It came in a nice portion. It wasn't too big, but the matzo ball itself was almost the whole size of the bowl.
Right.
And it was a juicy matzo ball.
What else did you have, James?
I had the twice baked potatoes. They were excellent.
Oh, I've had that, yes.
And with the horseradish sauce, I wanted more horseradish sauce, so I had to ask.
And did they give it to you?
They did. Reluctantly,
Right.
they gave it to me.
All right. And what did you all have to drink? Because they do have a lovely bar and a very affordable wine list.
I had the Populist IPA.
Great
one
beers.
of my favorite IPAs.
What about desserts?
Well, the dessert that we got this time around was the sweet potato budino. It was custardy, it wasn't overly sweet, and the flavors are just perfect.
All right. And what did you feel about service?
Service was great. We sat outside and they had blankets on the chairs, and it was nice, you know, cuddly place to just relax. And our waitress was very, very attentive. And yeah,
Of all the
thank you.
restaurants, I think that the waiter we had there was probably the most attentive of anybody,
Yes.
and the most knowledgeable as well.
That's
It's
fantastic.
nice to hear.
All right. This is your spot. Give us a quick summary.
I would say of Grand Lake that it is a place to go and enjoy really good food, fresh food, good service, and nice surprises.
And James.
If you're in the Lake Merritt area, I would highly recommend this restaurant. It's got an eclectic menu and it's affordable.
And Kristen.
Nice place to have dinner or lunch and have a nice walk around the lake afterwards.
All right, if you would like to try Grand Lake Kitchen, it's located on Grand Avenue at Euclid in Oakland. The telephone number is 510-922-9582. It's open every day from brunch through dinner. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab for dinner without drinks is around $30.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by IRG has in-trend surfaces, quieter marbles, and rare exotics. Over 10,000 slabs in stock today. IRG in Brisbane and Dublin and at marblecompany.com.
Mattress systems from European Sleepworks, working to improve comfort and wellness for over 40 years. At Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley. Online at sleepworks.com.
Oakland International Airport. Now with flights all over the world. iFlyOAK.com.
Sutter Health CPMC, 7,000 employees, nurses, and physicians caring for their communities every day. Your city, your hospital. CPMC2020.org. La Tour Angèle Artisan Oils, French-inspired and handcrafted in Northern California. La Tour Angèle creates natural, healthy cooking oils that add new flavor to everyday dishes.
Support for KQED comes from Total Wine & More, offering more than 8,000 wines, 2,500 beers, and 3,000 spirits. Total Wine & More, now with 6 Bay Area locations.